Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Liga's Finalysis. I also welcome you to this special series on options. So in the previous video we had discussed about options basics. That was an introductory video where with a very simple example or say a case study of Chintu Pass Ho Gaya, I had briefly and quickly introduced you to some of the terms related to options like options Greek, implied volatility, delta, ITM, OTM, alright? If you have missed out watching that part, do watch it. Link is there on the I button above and also in the description box below. And now from this video onwards, we will explore these terms one by one till the time we are comfortable with options and good enough to trade Nifty, Bank Nifty and FNO stocks. Alright? So the entire series on options is going to be very important, where I will explain you all the complicated terms related to options in a simple way with very simple examples. Alright? So first of all, quickly like the video and subscribe the channel if you haven't done so already. And by writing in the comments box below, do let me know how you are liking my work. Alright? Here at Liga, my endeavor is to provide you quality content in the most conducive and simplest way that is easy to understand and even simpler to implement. In this quest, I always try to make you understand the complex concepts in the simplest possible way. I also try to give you the basics of the concepts. Alright, enough of PR. Haha. Let's get back to the business and try to explore further complexities of the options. So let's get started with Liga's financial analysis. So continuing with the Chintu Pass Ho Gaya example or say case study of the previous video. Again, the link is in the I button above and the description box below. Don't miss to watch that video. Alright, so moving ahead. From this example, we knew that in order to protect himself from the financial eventuality from Chintu's inability to pass the exam, his father buys an insurance from Liga Insurance Company or LIC. So here LIC is providing insurance for failure in the exam. Similarly, in real world, there are other types of insurance available to us like life insurance, health insurance, car insurance. Alright, they provide us safety against any accident or eventuality, whereby paying a small amount of regular premium, we ensure bigger safety. So in Chintu's case, underlying is exam, whereas in case of life insurance, it is an individual's life. In case of a health insurance, underlying is health, whereas it's car's health in the case of car insurance. Alright. In all these cases, there are different underlying against which the insurance is provided, and therefore such products are called derivatives. That is, a product in which premium is derived from an underlying. Therefore, the term derivatives. People insure to mitigate the risk. They purchase an insurance so that they are cushioned against inherent risk of the underlying. So the underlying could be anything like shares, commodities, indices, or the currency. Alright, whereby paying a small sum called premium, we try to ensure all our underlyings. Now, when we talk about the risk, how can we forget the share market, right? It is one of the riskiest places worldwide. Since there are a lot of risks related to prices of the shares, sometimes it goes higher, sometimes lower, and no one can predict it with precision. So undoubtedly, there are a lot of risks involved. You would agree with that? Alright. So there is a facility to provide insurance in the share market also. And this is done by the help of options. Wherever there is some risk, you have financial instrument to protect against eventuality. You have what is called as options. Yes, like other insurance product, underlying for options are capital market products. And therefore, options are called a derivative product. Alright. In the example of Chintu, his father buys an insurance from LIC to protect from the eventuality of failure. So basically he is financially protecting himself against failure of his child to secure pass marks or more. So actually this is one-way protection, that is protection against the failure or protection against downfall in the marks. So he gets lump sum amount only if his child's mark is below pass marks. Alright. Similar case happens in the share or capital markets also. By buying options, we can protect ourselves against downfall in the price. But the interesting fact is that instead of just protecting us from just one-sided downfall in the price, options provide us freedom from both fall as well as rise in the price. And this happens with the help of two variants of options, that is calls and puts. Protection against downfall is easily understandable. Alright, so when market is falling, we want to protect us from this downfall, and that is why we buy an option. But some of you might think, why would someone want to protect against rise in the price? Okay then, with few examples, I will explain both these conditions and also explain the difference between calls and puts option. Alright, suppose Reliance's quarterly result is around the corner. You have closely analyzed the RIL stock and are aware that there is a new refinery plant in the pipeline and commissioning go ahead is expected anytime soon. Moreover, investment in Jio's telecom business by Google is also on the brink of go through. Such positive news inflows have set you on positive sentiment and you are expecting the price to go higher. So you are bullish on RIL in short to mid term. In order to encash this bullishness, you buy some shares of RIL. Say you bought 100 shares of RIL at 2000 each at the cost of 2 lakh rupees. You are expecting the RIL to go to 2200 in the near future, thereby making a 10% profit and encashing 20,000 profits by selling it at rupees 2200 per share, when your total capital rises from rupees 2 lakh to 2 lakh 20,000 rupees. Simple. But share market is share market. Suppose you would have taken this position in the early March 2020, and by 20th March, you know what has happened. Due to Corona, there was a huge fall in the market, and that too sudden fall. Nifty fell from 12,400 to mere 7,500 in matter of just 1 or 2 months, and RIL fell to the mark of 900 from 2,000, a fall of almost 1,100 points. Just imagine what would have happened to your dreams. Where you expected to make 20,000 rupees, you would have lost 1.1 lakh rupees instead. Almost 55 to 60% of your capital would have been eroded in a matter of just couple of months. So these are the eventualities of the share markets. Thankfully, in the share market, there are products through which you can protect yourself against such eventuality, which acts as an insurance, just like LIC in the case of Chintu's. This product is called options. This is a derivative product whose underlying is RIL share in this case. So by buying put options, you can protect yourself against sudden and unwanted fall in the underlying when your view is bullish, and this process is called as hedging. Whoa, slowly you are learning new terms. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so far in this video we have learned some of the jargons like options, underlyings, derivatives, hedging, calls and puts. Alright, now as I told you earlier, like you have protection against fall in the price, similarly, you can protect against sudden rise in the price also. In falling case, you bought put options, but in the rising price, you will have to buy call options. Suppose your outlook on RIL is negative this time. There is rising case of Corona cases everywhere, plants are shut, no new investment seems to be going through, and you expect RIL prices to dip further. So now you have a bearish sentiment on the RIL. Now you decide to short the RIL shares. Yes, you can short the shares. If you don't know how, watch this video to learn it in detail. The link is again mentioned on the I button above and also in the description box below. So you can short sell RIL shares, and even from a falling market you can make profits. Alright, so having a bearish sentiment, you decide to short RIL shares, this time at 900, expecting it to touch 800 marks pretty soon, and in this process bagging a 1 lakh profit by shorting RIL in FNO market. Ouch! What's this? All of a sudden RIL sees a surge in price. News of Facebook's investment in RIL breaks out and we see a buying frenzy in RIL. Forget about it reaching 800 marks. It touched 1100 in no time. So instead of making 1 lakh profit this time, you end up losing 2 lakhs rupees. All your capital is eroded. Such drastic drawdowns may ruin you completely. So being a smart trader, you decide to hedge your position against this eventuality. Now you understood how even a rise in the price can be detrimental, and hence you need an options to hedge yourself in both the directions, both up and down. Fortunately, options has both the options. Yes, Therefore, there are two variants of options, calls and puts. Okay, is it getting confusing to remember which option to buy when, as in when to buy a call or when to buy a put? Yes, definitely this is confusion. Don't worry. As promised, I will make this as simple as possible for you. Okay then, let's try a trick to remember difference between calls and puts. So, when your friend calls you over your phone, what do? Answer is simple. You pick up a call. Think over it again. What do? You pick up a call. So, whenever market is expected to go up, what will you do? You will buy a call. Therefore, this upward arrow. Now, what do you do when your conversation is over? Again, simple. You put down the phone. What do? You put down the phone. So, whenever the market is expected to go down, what you will do? You will buy put. Therefore, this downward arrow. Simple, right? Will you get confused anymore? I don't think so. Just revise these two examples if still you have any doubt. Alright? So, we can safely assume that you have understood the difference between calls and puts. Alright? So, how would I know whether you have understood it or not? So, from the Chintu's example, his father is protecting his failure in exam by buying an insurance policy from LIC, right? So, here is a quick question for you all. What kind of option is Chintu's father buying in this case? Write your comment below. I want all of you to answer this one, because unless you understand the difference between calls and puts, there is no point in moving ahead. I hope every one of you will answer this question and answer it right. Alright? So, calls and puts are basically building blocks of options trading, because in options trading, basically you are buying and selling calls and puts only. So, understanding the concept is quite important, and be thorough with the concepts of calls and puts, when to buy each. Because instead of call, if you buy put, it will be the greatest debacle. Although rudimentary, you won't believe it. Even traders with experience commit this mistake quite often. They very often get confused between calls and puts. So it is very important for you all to remember the difference between the two. Alright? So hope with this example of phone call, you won't forget the difference between the two. Alright? So drawing parallels from Chintu's case, you will try to understand the concepts of spot price, strike price, moneyness, that is ATM, ITM and OTM, so that we slowly migrate towards understanding the intricacies of Nifty and Bank Nifty trading, and eventually delve into the territory of option chain. Eventually understanding Greeks later, so that we can trade in options like a pro, isn't it? Remember this nomenclature that I told you in the previous video? So this is how an option is generally represented, where red signifies the underlying, blue the expiry, green the strike price, and the brown option type, whether this is call or put. I hope this nomenclature would be getting easier for you now to understand, because here you have understood the what is underlying and also the option type, whether this is call or put. Alright, now the pictures are getting clearer. You would agree with that? So it's a promise. As and when we move ahead in this series, you will be able to understand most of it very easily. Alright, and remember, all these factors are very important in deciding finally the premium of the options, which is an area of key interest for us, the options trader. Alright, so now let's do a quick exercise. So this is a Nifty chart on a particular day. On this particular day, Nifty is hovering around 15,450. So when you see this big powerful green candle breaking the PDH, you decide to go long. Alright, now if you are trading in the options, what option type will you buy? Call or put? So this is our first example, and here is the second one. So now the market is trading at 14,780, and you see this big red candle breaking the previous day low, and you decide to go short. So in this case, what kind of option will you buy? So altogether you have three questions now. The first one, Chintu's father, what kind of option did he buy? Second question, what will you do in this rising market? And what will you do when you decide to go short? So in case you want to dig deeper and you want to find answer to these questions, refer to this video. The link has already been mentioned. So you can quickly go through this video, which will help you and answer these questions. Don't worry, we'll definitely give you the answer later on. So here is the quick summary of the entire concepts that we learned in this video. Just go through it quickly so that you do not miss any point. So here is the answer to the questions that I have posed earlier. So in Chintu's case, Chintu's father is basically buying a put option. In the second question, where you want to go long, basically you will buy a call option. And the third case, when you decide to go short, you will basically buy put options. Alright, so I'm wrapping up for this video. In the next video, we will learn about spot price, strike price, and moneyness, that is ATM, OTM, and ITM options. And there with examples, you will grasp the complications of options with utmost ease. Alright then, see you in the next video. Hope you would have liked this video. Do like, share, and subscribe my channel, and do let us know your thoughts by writing in the comment box below. On that note, I'm signing off. Do take care of yourself and your loved ones. Stay healthy, stay happy. Bye-bye.